Hello, on today's video we got a Mazda CX-5 with really bad steering wheel shake when you go to press the brake pedal at 30 miles per hour or above. It gets really bad when you're going around 50 miles per hour. Since this only happens when you press the brake pedal, we want to focus our attention on the front brakes, more specifically the brake rotor. This is our brake rotor. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but when you're looking at it at certain angles, you can see discoloration and uneven wear on the brake rotor. This uneven surface of the brake rotor is what causes the steering wheel to shake as you go to press the brake pedal, more noticeable at higher speeds. So to replace this brake rotor, the first thing we want to do is remove our brake caliper, which is held on by two bolts which we'll need a 14mm socket for. Now that we got the bolts removed, we could just slide off the caliper. We can slide off the brake pads next. This brake pad on the backside gives you a better view of how uneven the braking was. I'll be using this dial caliper, which will show us how uneven the surface of a bad rotor can be, by showing us our high spots and low spots of the surface. As you can see, the needle fluctuates really bad as it's riding along the surface of the rotor. Later in this video, I'll be doing the same thing on the new rotor to compare the difference. Let's continue removing the rotor by removing our caliper bracket. It is held on by two bolts which we'll need a 17mm socket for. Now that we got both of the bolts removed, the caliper bracket just comes off. Finally, we can remove the rotor. The good thing about this rotor is it's got a hole which we could just use the bolt on. We screw it into the hole and the rotor just comes off pretty easy. On other rotors without the hole, they gotta be tapped off if they're really stuck on. Here's a look at the backside of the rotor, and just how uneven the braking surface was. This is our new replacement rotor. These rotors come with a coating that protects the rotor from rusting. So you want to get some brake cleaner, spray it, and wipe off the coating. And you want to flip it over on the other side and do the same. You'll want to use new brake hardware on your brake caliper bracket, but if you don't, you at least want to clean off the areas where the brake pad sits with brake cleaner and wipe off the area. We are now ready to install the rotor. It just slides on for now. Here you will notice the difference in how much more steady the needle is when checking the new rotor. We can now go ahead and reinstall the caliper bracket with the two bolts. Now we can tighten them with the ratchet. I'll end up torquing them to spec once I get the caliper mounted. Now come the brake pads, which you want to make sure to lubricate the back of the brake pad and the upper and lower areas that slide on the caliper bracket. I'll have a more detailed video linked at the top or at the end of the video. It focuses on the front brake pads for the same type of vehicle minus the rotor. Next we'll have to compress the brake caliper using a brake caliper spreader and one of the old brake pads. And now we can slide on the brake caliper and install the 2 bolts. Followed by tightening them using the ratchet. And now we can just torque them to spec. And that just about does it for this side. Now we just repeat the same for the opposite side. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please click that like button. It helps promote my video and support my channel. And if you haven't, don't forget to click that subscribe button and that bell.